Hi everyone, this is Shannon from theirishscrapper.com, and today I'm working on another fall card. I'm using the Harvest Hellos bundle. I know I've showcased this before. This is the awesome set that you can do pumpkins or apples. It has some fun little sayings in here. Of course, you have a cute face for your pumpkins, and it coordinates with this punch. So we are creating this card here using some fun designer series paper just to give our pumpkins a little style. So let's go ahead and jump in. For the card base, I am using a piece of Early Espresso. This is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. We will give that a nice burnish. Let me grab my bone folder. I have a piece of the Come Together Designer Series paper. This is the burlap one. And then I have some scraps here. This is actually our 2019-2021 in color paper. This is the terracotta. I'm using a few of the patterns here for our pumpkin. I'm using some Whisper White as well as Crumb Cake. And then for our ink, we are using Early Espresso. And we're going to use our stitched rectangle dies to create our top layer. So I'm going to grab my die cutting machine first. Let's do that. We'll lay that down. We'll get our nice big die. This is the second largest in the rectangle stitched dies that can be found in our catalog. This is one of my most favorite patterns. This is our designer series paper. We are also going to, let's just do that now while we have our die cutting machine. I'm going to open my Early Espresso. I have a piece of Whisper White here. I'm going to ink up Hey There Pumpkin, which my pad is pretty juicy. I am just going to stamp that in the Early Espresso, and then we are going to grab one of our stitched. Yikes, can't get my words today. One of our nested stitch dies that just fits that sentiment perfectly. I'm going to grab my little piece of washi here, hold that down. Let's get our plate, and then we'll be done with our die machine. So let me move this aside, and then we can bring back in. Let me carefully remove my washi here. There's our little sentiment. Okay, so now we have our layer. We're going to grab, actually I used my liquid glue. Okay. And let's put that down. I went down to the second shape in the dies because I just wanted some of that Early Espresso to show through. I just think it's a pretty complement to this paper. Alright, so let's bring in our little scraps here. I'm going to grab my pumpkin, my Early Espresso ink, and we're going to do one in this side. Yep, and I'm going to do one on that side, and I'm going to do one on the gingham side. So I just want to make sure I don't do it in the same area. Now let's grab our punch. And this punch will also do the stem and a little leaf, which we're not going to use. And you can, stamp your paper in a more ideal spot if you don't want to punch those. But you could definitely reuse those little pieces that we're getting right now to add on to another project. It would be a fun little, pop of color. Alright. So now we have our 3 pumpkins. I'm going to move those to the side. I've already pre-stamped this little leaf here in the Early Espresso onto the mint macaron. And then we also have our stems here that I've stamped on a piece of crumb cake. So we're just going to punch those out. I might have sent that one flying off my table. I might have to go searching for that. Let's see. I've got 2 there. Is this my 3rd one? Yep. There we go. Okay, let me get those pieces. Alright, so I'm going to do these with glue dots. I find that that's, you know, very simple for the video's sake. You could definitely, you know, use glue. So I'm going to pull one of those leaves, which took the whole glue dot with it. Let me grab one of our stems. Alright. Let's see how I want to do this. I'm going to pick this up first, and I'm going to move that stem there, and then I'm going to add that little leaf behind. And they don't have to be, you know, perfect. I mean, we know no pumpkin is. Terracotta tile is just a great color, you know, for the season. Okay. Alright, and then we are just going to layer those up. So on my original, I kind of just played around with the alignment here. So I kind of just want to stagger them. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some snail. And then let's put that first one down. And I don't mind the little leaf going off of our rectangle. Kind of like that. Okay, let's grab this one. I love that gingham. Alright, and then we can put that one right down. Okay, so now we've got our little sentiment here. We're going to grab a couple dimensionals. I find those here in my pile. We'll add 2 dimensionals to the back of this label. Alright, and then we are going to line that up right there. We also have our 2019-2021 in color faceted dots, and so I'm going to grab, some terracotta tile ones. I'm going to put a big one over there. I'm going to grab a little one, and we're going to put it there. And then that will complete our cards. I just love them. I love the in-color paper just to give it a little bit of design. And of course, the Come Together Designer Series paper is just beautiful if you don't already own that. So I do hope you guys enjoyed today's video. You can find a full supply list in the description. And I look forward to being back with you real soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.